Question: to what extent are you willing to go to give somebody the opportunity to believe? Well, we have the example of Jesus Christ, who went to the greatest extents, plural, to give you and me the opportunity to believe. But let's look specifically at Jesus' relationship with Thomas. Thomas, I think that was his last name because his first name was Doubting. Doubting Thomas struggled. I can identify. Thomas, it says in John chapter 20, verse 26, 8 days later, after the disciples had already seen the resurrected Christ, 8 days later, the disciples were together again, and this time Thomas was there. Hey, good of him to show up. The doors were locked, but suddenly, as before, Jesus was standing there among them. Peace be with you, Jesus greeted them. Then he specifically talked to Thomas, and he said, put your fingers here and look at my hands. Put your hand into the wound in my side. Don't be faithless any longer. Believe. What extent did Jesus go to for Thomas to have the opportunity to believe? Jesus, first of all, addressed him directly, and Jesus addressed his doubt. But here's the good one. Jesus invited him to touch his wound. A freshly healed wound is not an area that you want to draw attention and certainly not touch to, unless you love the person you're inviting to touch your wound more than you love your comfort and your freedom from pain. Check it out. Jesus was willing to go to any length, even death, and any length, even touching his wounds, to give Thomas the opportunity to believe. So let me finish with the question I started. What lengths are you willing to go to give others the opportunity to possibly believe? May God help us by addressing us individually, by inviting us to touch his wounds, and by giving other people the opportunity to touch our wounds that have been healed by a risen, healing, powerful Savior. Several days ago, I talked about wounds, and a whole bunch of you responded. We all have wounds. But may God strengthen and heal our wounds in such a way that others may receive healing and life as a result of our wounds. Our wounds and our lives are not for us. They're for his glory and for the blessing of others. May everything in our lives, oh yeah, our strengths, our talents, all those, Lord, leverage those for your glory. Let's be honest. Leveraging strengths for his glory and gifts for his glory is easy. Are we willing to leverage our wounds for his glory? Because for many people, that's where the life change will happen. May God send Thomases my way. I say that with a quiver in my voice. But Lord, whatever extent you want to use my life to bring other people to you, do it.